in the world that we live is not all matter, but is a manifestation of spirit. Actually, we are the synthesis what who we are in the universe. So in between there is thought, and thoughts always, if we are not well educated, we lose who we are. And when we don't know who we are, we don't know where we come from. So the future is very uncertainty. So sacred sites are very important because they remind us who we are, how we are connected to the spirit, to the spiritual world. So many people around the world, many cultures still keep that sacred relationship with those sacred sites, those sacred places, those sacred territories. And that's very important because those manifestations still occur. In many places they are miracles, but actually it's more than miracle because it's a continuum of the manifestation of the spiritual world with this material world. So these manifestations are always important because they remind us that we are here for a purpose. And the purpose is the care of life and the care of the spirit. Because if we don't care about our bodies, how we can care about our thoughts? And the thoughts is the way forwards and backwards. Because it tells us how the past is important and how the future is important as well. But we cannot live in the past and we cannot live in the future, but in the now. But we have to honor the past so we can deliver good seeds. In other words, sacred sites are also our ancestors and are very alive. If we go to listen, really, that's the reason we go to them, to get those energies that we need. It's very important. It's not just from the not knowing what we are doing sometimes, but many people just do it because there is a synergy asking them to carry out those pilgrimages, those touches with those sacred sites. But actually, it's a need, it's a responsibility that we have to carry out those pilgrimages. We have to pay respect, carry out ceremonies, and that's the reason ceremonies, rites are so important. Why? Because in that touch, in that way of becoming in unity, in unification, then we can feel that our place in this world is so important, because then we remember that we are here for that purpose. What kind of world we are delivering? What kind of world we are taking care of or giving care if we don't respect those sacred sites, if we don't respect life, if we don't respect nature? You know, the example that my sister was giving, you know, the commodification of not just the matter, but the spirit. Now, everywhere around the world is happening. Sacred sites are also, as ourselves, are under threat of this commodification. And it's very sad. What kind of humans we are? What are we doing with life? If we don't respect the origins, if we don't respect our ancestors. So that's why sacred sites are very important, because no one can say, "Oh, this is my sacred site." No, this is an anthropocentric way of thinking. For protection and legal protection, it's okay, but in a common way. Mm-hmm. No person can say this is mine, or this land is mine. Who are we to own what is sacred? We relate to the sacred, and thanks to the sacred, we are here. So that's the reason we are trying to protect sacred sites in a legally binding document. Because there is no, in the international regime, there is no legal protection for all sacred sites around the world. And that's why we are being threatened, not just from culture to culture, but as the life system, because when you don't respect and take responsibilities about those sacred sites, then we are, living with very poor conditions because we don't relate. We are not responsible. So we need that regeneration to come again, humans, just as another species, just as humans.